Welcome to Jackal DIY Tech. In today's video, we'll take a look at Makey Makey. What is it and how does it look? Looks like this. Here, as you can see, immediately you have some arrows and two buttons. What does this remind you of? A game controller, most likely. It allows you to use anything that is conductive as a button. So I'll show you how to use it and also what you can do if you have a workshop with children aged, let's say, 10 to 15, about that. Now let's see what the workshop could look like. You have a Makey Makey. A kit comes with 12 Makey Makey board. So we have a Makey Makey board that we will first connect to the PC, but you don't need a PC. You can also use a mobile phone. You only need an adapter like this one or similar to it, just so you can plug the phone into it, and you can also use a tablet if you have it. So first what I will do is simply connect it, and I will then connect it to the USB on my PC. If the Makey Makey board is working, you will see the power light, and we can already make some buttons work. And how I do that is by pressing on Earth and using the buttons. So when I press down, the window goes down, and that is because I'm using basically up and down arrow keys as if I would press on my keyboard, as you can see. So in essence, in this case, you would be able to simulate the keyboard presses, and at the back you also have some more keys. So you have W, A, S, D, F, G, you have click, space, and you have mouse controls here, up, down, left, right, left mouse button, and right mouse button. Now the workshop that I'll be having is that first you can do this with maybe fruits. I'll simply go to the Makey Makey website, go to apps, plug and play apps, and I will use this classic piano. So when you press the keys, this will play. Now you won't hear any sounds, so let me fix that. So maybe now you will hear some sounds as well. Now the idea is to explain how this works, and that basically you have to make a switch between a positive and a negative. In this box I have a bunch of alligator clips, which comes with the kit. Well, not the box, but the clips. So now I could simply connect the arrow to the ground. It made one sound, and now it is continuously being pressed. So you can teach the children how this works. They could also simply touch each individual key. In this case the click does nothing because it only has the arrows and the space key enabled. The second thing that we can do, besides playing the piano, is lighting up some LEDs. To do that, you have to flip the Makey Makey. So previously I have simply connected an arrow key, or maybe press the ground and simply touch one of the contacts. Just like that. And now to make an LED light up, you have to flip the board and use one of these ones. I will use the green one, connect it to key out. This will be our positive. Why is the piano playing? Because I'm holding the ground and one of the keys in the back. But in any case, this will be our plus. You then have to connect an alligator clip to an LED. So this one, this will be the plus. Now this LED is a normal one. It's 3 volt. This is outputting 5 volts. So I do have a resistor in between, and this will then go to the negative or the ground. Now the LED is not lighting up, as you can see. But because I have set this to key out, now if I press any key combination, even the ones on the left side, so the W to the F, the LED will light up. And if I press one of the keys that are in the app, so maybe space or the arrow keys, then the piano. Now what I wanted to combine is the light and then also the sound. So that is how you can light up an LED and also have a sound play at the same time. Now I did use a resistor in this case, but you don't have to, and you can also use multiple of them, multiple LEDs that is. So let's see, I'll just use this one for now. And how do you know which leg of the LED has to go where? The positive has the longer leg. So this one has to go to this pin, so the key out. In this case it will be the white alligator clip, and the other one will go to the ground. And when I will press any key, both the LEDs will light up. Now it's not ideal that you connect the LED like so, because this is providing 5 volts, and if the LED is not good enough, you can simply blow it up. Nothing will happen, the LED will just stop working. Now the next section I think is the most fun. So we can use a piece of wire like this one, make any kind of shape, and I will also make a simple stand. Otherwise you would use a styrofoam to pin this in, and basically you will want the children to make their own version of the Buzz game, and you will want to pin this in so that it is stable. Now depending on what you want, if you simply want the LED to go off, you can have this connected as is. Take another alligator clip, and maybe this one will be the negative, like so. And now for the positive, I simply have to connect the wire to any of the keys. So in this case I'll use arrow up, and when I touch this, the light will light up, and so will the piano, at least it should. But we can't just play with the alligator clip, we need the hoop. So I have this piece of wire, I will also make it into a loop, kind of, just quickly. So this will be my hoop. I will cheat a little bit, so simply put it to the bottom, connect the wire to it, connect it with the alligator clip, and now I can simply play the game. In this case, this wire is not good enough because it's not conducting as it should. So ideally you will have a copper wire that is not corroded like this piece of wire, so whenever you make a contact you will either see the light or also hear the audio when the contact is made. Now this is all good, but you want the children to make their own controller. So what I have done is made something like this. So you need the ground, you will connect the ground to the ground on the Makey, and you have the 4 arrows or maybe 4 buttons. You could also use space, click, all of the buttons basically available on the Makey. Now the issue being, if you use a pencil, is that you'll have to press really hard to actually get a connection going, and even then this is not good enough. So let me show you. So this will be the arrow, and we'll see if this actually makes a connection. And as for the ground, I'll simply hold the alligator clip, and as you can see, nothing. Well, you also hear that we have nothing. When I touch it directly, we do have contact, but not here. So this is an issue with the pencil, so not good. So instead of using a pencil, you will use a piece of aluminum foil, ideally, and I will also show you what I will do in the workshop. So basically the kids will make 4 strips, maybe 2 to 3 centimeters long. This is only for demonstration purposes, so I don't have everything on hand. Now the strips will be a bit longer, like maybe the keys on the piano, but I will simply make short sections, like so. And also the kids should use glue to glue this down. I don't have the glue on hand, so I won't be doing that. And this one will be the ground. So this one is the ground. I'll put it to the right side because it's closer to the makey makey. And this one is up. And the others would be left, right and down. Now that is pretty basic to set up. As you can see, you can simply follow the arrows to have the kids connect them in the same way. And then they will put one hand, maybe the foot, but without the socks, on the ground and simply press the other keys with the hands. But they have to be connected. If they're not connected, nothing will happen. Now this could maybe be the beginning or the ending, but I have also taken it a step further, and that is with the LEDs. I want to use a bunch of them, so in this case I have 3 LEDs in total. Just like before, we will connect the LEDs to the key out, and we will just make sure that all of them light up, but they will light up at the same time, and it won't matter which key we press, just as I have shown you previously with the 2 LEDs. The goal at this point is to get all of the LEDs lit up so that you know everything is connected correctly. So if the LEDs 1, 2 and 3 light up, we can proceed to the next step. And they do. Now the next step, this one is a little bit complicated because the makey makey is not supposed to be used in this way. So we'll have one longer strip like this one, and what we'll do now is unplug all of the positive leads that come out from the key out. Disconnect those, take another alligator clip, connect it to the positive of the key out and connect that one to this long strip. This will serve as our positive, and why I am doing this is so that we can light up each LED individually, not all of them at the same time. So when I press one key, only one LED will light up. Now you leave everything else connected as it was. As for the other alligator clips that we disconnected from the previously connected key out, connect these alligator clips to keys. Now in this case, if you use the piano app, all of the keys will be lit up constantly, as they are also lit up constantly on the makey makey. But the LEDs are not. So I have up, left and right. At the moment I could connect other LEDs as well to all of the other keys, but how we'll make the LEDs to light up is to take another alligator clip for each LED that you want to light up, connect it to one of the alligator clips, so in this case arrow up, and just to show you, I will pinch my finger with this alligator clip and nothing is happening. I don't know if that is just me, my resistance being too high, so in that case you will need to use another piece of foil and touch the strip in that way. And as you can see, only this LED lit up because this one is connected to the arrow up. If I take this alligator clip, connect it to this one, take a piece of foil as the switch. Now this one is being lit up, and lastly we have another one, and maybe you do these connections from the other side. And now lastly this one, the middle one, and yeah, we have all of the keys playing and lit up. And I think that's pretty much it. I've done this in half an hour, so if the kids manage to do that as well, that will be awesome. Now if you do any makey projects, let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next one.